and gentlemen, it's half hour. Half hour, please.
What our film captures is the behind-the-scenes building of Wicked, Avenue Q, Taboo, and Caroline or Change as they arrive on the Broadway scene through their opening nights and leading up to the Tony Awards, and the rest of the season, which was fantastic, and swirling around it.
You know, so to have the season that they chose just happened to be the season of Wicked and Avenue Q and Taboo and Caroline or Change is just such a lucky accident of documentary filmmaking.
I'm very excited in a movie about Broadway. I mean, I like anything about Broadway, and if it's a movie, even better. Are there musical numbers in it? I'm waiting to see. Are there backstage dirt and all of that?
I see now all the little nuances of how to produce a musical and get it up there, get it running, and all the things that are involved with it, including the writing and all the heart that goes into it. And I think that's really imperative to this season that we're going to watch in this movie.
The hardest thing with Alphaville is that we want everyone to love her when she comes out, so we can sort of break the stereotype of what they've grown up believing about the Wicked Witch of the West. And yet we didn't want her to be too earnest. And so it wasn't until we got to New York that we really started to get that proper balance.
What's really great about it is I think there's so much that happens behind the closed doors of making a musical. And I know when I was first going into the business when I was 19 or 20, it was so mysterious. And I think it's really nice that she had complete access, because she's a really wonderful filmmaker, and she gained the trust of people to go into the middle of their process and show them what it's really like to follow something, win or lose, throughout its entire run, whatever that might be.
I was happy with how everything was portrayed, and Dory loves Broadway so much. I think she respectfully portrays everybody that whole year. So Dory did a fantastic job. She's such a great person.
What this was cinema verite. It was we were flies on the wall, and so the idea was not to have anybody act for our camera. We wanted to capture the creative process as it was happening, as it would happen if we weren't there.
And we spent months trying to dream up projects that would be smart and funny, but we just kept rejecting idea after idea after idea for months. And then Bobby called me and he says, what about like grown-up children's television, so that instead of teaching us how to read and count, it teaches adults how to get along in the world? And I thought, yes, that's it. That is the $1 million idea that we've been waiting for.
Everybody thinks that creating this fun show must have been tons of fun, and it was not. There was a lot of angst, which probably made it better, because instead of just saying, yeah, fine, whatever, that's fine, yeah, whatever, fine, we actually fought things out until the best idea won. But we were very honest about, we kind of hated each other, but now that this show's up and it's successful, we're good friends.
People don't really understand what goes into it and how much time is put into, mounting a multi-million-dollar Broadway show, and kind of the blood and the sweat and the guts and the tears that go into it. I'm so excited to see it. I can't wait.
The audiences see the very end finished, polished, shiny result. I don't know that people realize how much hard work goes into what you wind up seeing on stage every night. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of toil and sweat and angst and all that good stuff. It's difficult to forge something you're going to have to play live 8 times a week. It's not easy. It looks easy, but that's the trick. You make it look easy.
And it's the drama often comes, as you probably know, when the creatives are all scrambling to try to figure out what it needs to be. And fortunately, there was never that feeling with Legally Blonde. But I've been involved in some shows where it's been pretty crazy.
During a very badly attended matinee with about 3 people and a dog, Rosie happened to come into the show.
And she came into our dressing rooms after to be introduced to us and tell us it. And she said, "Oh, I love the show and I'm going to take it to Broadway." And we all said, "That's great and fantastic." And she shook hands with George. She was really lovely to everyone. And she left the room and George went, we're never going to see that dyke again.
You know, I believe in it and I love it. And I'm so sure that there's nothing any reviewer could say, there's nothing any bad press or, you know, the Post can make up about us fighting or me screaming. Listen, it goes up November 13th. You'll be there. You'll know.
Well, the drama is on stage, and there's drama behind the curtain because it's really hard to produce a Broadway show, and to, you know, years and years of work and sweat and effort and incredible talent that goes into these shows, and collaboration more than anything. And it's hard. So there is drama, but it all leads to incredible drama on stage.